Hey guys, Jason here from SMYD Accounting and Advisory. Now today I want to talk about the 5 principles that you need to have as a foundation of your business to ensure that you can keep the cash flowing. Let's jump in and have a look at them. Alright, number 1, without cash, your business will not survive. Pretty simple concept, right? However, it's something that we so often overlook. We get so blown away by all the pretty things that we can do, or we look at others and what they're doing with their business, what their website says, what colors they're wearing, and all those other things that we just forget that sometimes without cash, our business just won't survive. Number 2, you need to understand your key cash flow drivers. Sounds fancy, but what does that actually mean? You need to understand, where are we getting our cash from? What are the main drivers of cash coming in? For so many businesses, we just see cash come in and we don't think to ourselves, is this coming through from a certain sector? Have we got certain clients that are constantly referring to us? What are the opportunities or the options we have to affect the amount of cash that's coming in? Without understanding those drivers, then we're not going to know what options or levers we can pull to affect it, to try and increase or better our cash flow situation. Number 3, managing cash flow is all about your business processes. So that's about understanding like your organizational structure. Who's doing your sales? Who's doing your marketing? Are you converting all of your leads? How many leads are you getting to come into your business? Are you the person that's doing all of that whilst also trying to do your day-to-day operations, your finance, and your administration? If you're someone that's struggling to get on top of all of that, your business isn't struggling for cash because of a lack of leads or a lack of sales. It's struggling because we don't have the processes in place to ensure that when those leads do come in, we're able to convert them and then deliver on the quality of work that we need to ensure that that person's going to then refer us off to someone else. That doesn't come down to whether we're good at what we do. It simply comes down to the systems and the processes and how our business acts as a fully functioning machine. Number 4, treating the symptoms of poor cash flow without fixing the underlying causes is time consuming and frustrating. Classic example of this is our churn, or our lack of retention of current customers. If we're spreading ourselves too thin, or we're over-promising and under-delivering, we're always going to see our cash flow being we're not getting enough sales. So we go out and we hustle and we bring in more work, but we don't actually have the processes, as mentioned in the point above, in place to ensure that we can deliver on that work. So we have people leaving that are unhappy, who are not referring and are in fact putting people off us, but then we think that we don't have good sales coming in, and we think that there's a problem with our sales or our marketing, when in fact it's actually that people that are getting spat out the other end are not feeling like they're getting value for money. So if we constantly try and fix cash flow by just simply bringing in more and more and more sales, in some cases that's going to make the problems worse. If we think that cash flow might be caused by overheads, we can sometimes then cut right back on overheads so much that we're then stopping the business from going out and generating the leads or the sales it needs in order to convert, to bring more business in. So this means that when understanding our cash flow, we need to make sure that we're sorting out the underlying causes of it and not the symptoms. Number 5, and probably the most important aspect of cash flow principles, is you need to be prepared to make the process changes. You know, if you think about it, it's all great to look at, say, our churn being a problem with our business, but if we're not actually prepared to face the hard truth that we need to invest and help or bring an extra resource, or maybe actually start paying some other people to do the work for us, then we're not going to be able to make that process change, and we're not going to fix the solution. Sometimes it's a real maturity that has to take place when we are growing, a business, and realizing that actually we can't do all this on our own. And actually it is okay to ask for help and to bring other people into this business to help us run it. You know, like, we need to be prepared that that's going to be the solution to a lot of our cash flow causes, is actually outsourcing and bringing in other people. Or it might just be actually that we're too nice and we're just not charging enough. whatever the process changes we need to make, we just need to be prepared to make it, follow through with it, be held to account for it, and then acknowledge the change that we've made. So there you have it. Keeping the cash flowing in our business really does just come down to those 5 key principles. If there is anything within what I've just said that may resonate with you, or you're worried about your cash, or you don't understand your cash at all, please make sure you get in touch with us at SMYD Accounting and Advisory, because we'd love to help you and educate you on what you can do to better manage it.